Great. Yeah, should be started now. Nice. Michael joining with a whole crew.
Hi, everyone.
Nice. Yeah. I would say we could just get started at this point and we'll just welcome new people who would join in later when they do so. So yeah, as I said, welcome everyone to this Meet the New Partners. Today we have 4 new partners of the Upcycling community who are joining us and who will be introducing themselves. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. Before we give you the word, I think we can all, or just make a quick round of presentations. We can all quickly say our names and which partner we represent in the upcycling community, so that it feels more of a familiar environment, or a just for everyone to get to know each other. And maybe we can start on our end. So I'm Miriam from Food Valley, and I'm here with my colleague Caroline.
Hi, nice to meet you all today.
And well, maybe Noah, would you like to start?
Yeah, thank you, Miriam. My name is Noah Bastiaans. I'm from Haber Food Ingredients. We are a German company and valorize side streams out of apple, lemon, limes into functional ingredients. Then you have to think about pectins, fibers, functional fibers for texturizing, stabilization, taste enhancement. And we have apple extracts for sweetening and coloring, which we supply all over the world. And I'm responsible for the Benelux market.
Nice. Thanks a lot. Suzanne Broeksterman, would you like to go ahead?
Yeah, of course. For me, the first time joining, so in a few minutes we will share a bit more on the Friesland Campina. I'm part of the Friesland Campina Ingredients R&D company, and we have quite a few side streams, so happy to enter this network and to see whether connecting to all of you might improve that situation.
Great. Yeah, really looking forward to your presentation then. Dewanand, would you like to go ahead?
Yes, I'm Dewanand Mahadev from Royal Haskoning DHV, Royal Haskoning DHV in Netherlands. We are actually a multidiscipline design and engineering consultancy company operating all around the world with a strong emphasis on enhancing the society. So we are part of protein community of Food Valley, but also upcycling community.
Nice. Yeah, thanks. Manuel, word to you.
Your microphone.
We can't hear you. Oh yeah, no, you're not muted, but maybe your microphone is connected to a different device. Yeah, we can't hear you right now. Let's see if you can fix it, and we'll get back to you later. But I think you're representing Ingredalia today here, right? Yeah, nice. A nice partner from Spain. Liliana.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Liliana. I represent the Carbon Zero Club. We are also a consultancy company only in the Netherlands, and our specialty is to reduce carbon zero and reduce costs. And our passion is to reduce waste from the food industry. And if we cannot reduce it, that is why I'm joining this, is because we want to see how we can help our clients to upcycle it. So that is the reason I'm joining today. Thank you.
Nice, thanks. Bas, you'll also be presenting in a bit, I think. You can maybe just name the company you're representing today.
You're joining on behalf of Friesland Campina, similar to Suzanne, who's joining me here in the same room here.
Great. Yeah, thanks. Michael, word to you.
Hi, so we're the Food Island Partnership team. My name is Michael Good. We have Brian, our CEO, Sean Bradley, and Crystal McGregor, and then off screen here is Brody Fraser.
Hi, everyone. Nice. Great to have you with us. And we'll also, of course, give you the word in a sec. Monica.
Hi, nice to meet you all. I'm Monica Odell from Pixelate Powders. We focus on a platform technology that comes from my background in pharmaceutical sciences. So I'm here to learn about how I can take this technology and recover some of your waste side streams as we develop our tech.
Great, thanks. And we'll also hear more in a second.
Mhm.
Sebastian.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sebastian Hertschuit. We used to be partner until July last year. We run the company that was making out of not sold bread flour and then a sourdough, and that was sold back to the baker. This company went bankrupt in July 24, but now we made a pivot, and we are now a machine selling company. So I will gladly tell you more about it in the presentation.
Thanks. Yeah. Els.
Hello, everybody. My name is Els Willems. I work as a business development manager for AgriFirm, which is a cooperation of farmers and growers in the Netherlands.
Thanks. Thanks for joining us. And finally, Matthias Vil.
Yeah, hello. My name is Matthias. I'm from the Neutech Park in the northern part of Italy, and I'm leading the technology transfer of food and health. And one of our focus areas is the area of byproducts, and we have about 20 food labs here at the Neutech Park. And in that sense, we are always exploring new opportunities in order to bring technology into applications.
Nice. Nice, interesting. Thanks. I think we just closed the round with you. I'll now quickly share my screen. I can't see you anymore. Just let me know. Maybe Caroline.
Yeah,
can you see?
I can see everyone.
Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah. And that should be now working. Yeah. Full screen. Perfect. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, we have 4 new partners who will be introducing themselves in a second, and we'll also bring some brief updates from our side at Food Valley, and also give the floor to 2 partners who have some interesting organizational updates. And well, without further ado, let's get started. Can I give you the word, Michael? I will stop sharing, and you can maybe share your own slides if that works for you.
Oh, sure thing. All right.
Thanks.
There we go. Okay. Now. Is this full
As you
screen?
see it. Yes.
It is full screen?
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Yeah, it
full
is.
screen.
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, excellent. I'm seeing a different view on my computer, but that's perfect. So very nice to meet everybody. So we're the Food Island Partnership. So the Food Island Partnership is a nonprofit organization established to help food processors and manufacturers break through barriers to growth. So really our 3 pillars are to catalyze growth, navigate the future of food, and amplify our global voice. So the one that's probably most applicable in this instance is to navigate the future of food. So it's really defining what sustainability looks like, how we can play a role in helping our companies that we work with become more sustainable, whether that's through upcycling, efficiency, enhanced productivity, but really taking a look at how to be more environmentally conscious in all the food that the companies that we work with produce. So at Food Island Partnership, we support businesses at every stage of growth, from ideation to startup, to scale up and export. We really provide flexible support and mentorship, subject matter expertise, opportunities to access funding to help people get to market faster, but also be more more sustainable in market and have greater market success, so we can ensure that products are still on the shelf in a few years after we work with them. So we're located in Prince Edward Island, Canada. So PEI is the smallest province in Canada, but we've managed to develop a remarkable ecosystem of support here. So the PEI food innovation ecosystem, what we really look at in terms of food, our core pillars of our ecosystem are the Food Island Partnership, of course, but also Canada's Smartest Kitchen, which is a product development center, and BioFood Tech, which is a process, tech transfer, scale up, and more scientifically focused and engineering contract research organization. So really, we were able to provide wraparound support for businesses at any stage. One way that we help a lot of our companies be successful in market is helping them out in the early stages with product positioning. So whenever a company comes to us with a product concept, or an established company has a new idea that they'd like to explore into, or if they'd like to push into a new market, we really leverage Mintel quite extensively. So Mintel is a global market intelligence database with high quality, up-to-date granular product data. And we have access to the North American, European, and Latin American markets. So no matter where companies that we work with want to go, we're able to see what products are on the shelves in those regions, how they're priced, how they're packaged, how they're positioned, any marketing claims that they're making. So we found this to be a very, very valuable tool for our companies. Another thing that we've had a role in developing is a facility to help companies who are looking to expand, looking to export, get access to processing space, manufacturing space. So at our FoodWorks facility, we have bays available for companies to lease that range from 102 square meters to 1,120 square meters. And that comes along with the same access to expertise, mentorship, and services that any company Food Island Partnership works with has access to. Something interesting about Prince Edward Island is our biotech cluster. Now, despite being the smallest province, we've managed to attract a pretty remarkable biotech scene here. We have many companies from all over the world who are scaling their animal health, their nutritional products, their diagnostic devices. And a lot of that is due to our sister organization, the PEI Bio Alliance. So at the the biomanufacturing hub, it's a 65-acre business park dedicated to biotech with incubator pilot labs and biomanufacturing suites. We also do some work with the National Research Council, who has a presence in the biotech hub. The National Research Council of Canada is a government-led organization, but here in PEI specifically, they have a huge focus on fermentation and downstream processing, looking a lot at filamentous fungi fermentation, for instance, and alternative protein production. So these are some of the companies that are in the PEI Bioscience cluster. Like you'll see American Agilent in there. So we're really attracting global talent, and that's largely due to our very supportive business environment. So at Food Island Partnership, we believe that by working together, we can unlock the full value of our food system, reducing waste and creating economic opportunities to sustainably feed the planet. Show us your vision, we'll show you how to get there. Thank you. And that's our TUC partnership slide. We couldn't fit everybody's photo on there. I happened to fill it out, so that's us. So yeah, we're looking to connect with companies interested in expanding to the North American market. So if there's any product or process development assistance that anyone needs, please don't hesitate to reach out.
That's great to hear. Thanks a lot for sharing, Michael. Really insightful, and yeah, some nice insights into a different landscape. I think most of our partners are based around Europe, but really nice to see that the upcycling community is now growing and expanding overseas. I was wondering, maybe, well, of course, maybe someone else in the audience has a question. I was personally wondering if you could share, maybe not, but maybe you could share an example of a company that you helped look at their side streams or other ways to become more sustainable, as you said.
Yeah, one of the companies that we worked with, they are sorry, in the coffee manufacturing industry, in local coffee chains, we have large coffee chains as everybody does. And one of the waste streams that's coming out of those coffee chains is a lot of spent grinds. So this company that we worked with was looking at taking those spent grinds, dehydrating them, grinding them, and then utilizing them as an extender for cocoa products. As the cost of chocolate continues to rise, they saw this opportunity and found that with their coffee ground product, they were able to replace up to 40% of the cocoa in, say, a brownie product, with consumers being unable to tell the difference in a trying test.
Wow, that's impressive. Really nice case. Yeah, wow. Thanks for sharing. I don't know if anyone else has a question at this point.
Maybe it's also nice to introduce two new faces in this call.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Juan Carrero, could you briefly introduce yourself with your name and your organization? Thanks.
Oh yes, hi. So sorry that I didn't put the name for the organization here on my name on the on the Teams. Well, I'm Juan. I'm the business development director at the Lyo Technology Solutions. Basically, what we do at the Lyo Technology Solutions is the valorization of food byproducts from the industry, mainly from plant-based milk industry and the beer industry, to produce dry powder ingredients for the food industry, in a circular economy model. So different type of applications like bakery, cereals, plant-based meat alternatives, different type of application.
Wonderful. Yeah, welcome.
Thanks.
And Stefan Wikstrand,
thank you.
is it for you also possible to introduce yourself briefly?
Well,
hi.
I'm the CEO of Elayo.
Juan, so he's already told us everything about Elayo.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you. Welcome both in this call. And yeah, I think it's also a good moment to then give the floor to you, Susanne and Bas, to introduce Friesland Campina and your role in this upcycling community.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Sharing my screen.
Thanks. Yes, perfectly works.
Go well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the start.
Sorry.
You see the screen now?
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Friesland Campina ingredients. Well, I think for those based in the Netherlands or countries close, you might know Friesland Campina. But I just heard we also have some parties here who might not know the company. And we are the largest dairy company, or the largest Dutch dairy company, I should say. So huge dairy business here based primarily in the Netherlands, also factories in globally present and also a global market reach. Is this going well? Yeah.
Yeah, you see this? Yeah.
Yeah, we can see it. The second slide, yes.
So for those who might know Friesland Campina, we are specifically active in the business-to-business ingredients division. So no cheese or Optimal or Chocomel for us, but just ingredients. And we are active in 5 segments: active nutrition, performance nutrition, medical, cell nutrition, and early life nutrition. So that is much around nutrition for better health and active aging, around athletes and sports participants, around quick recovery for patients, a lot on cell nutrition for disease diagnosis. And last but not least, a lot is ongoing on early life nutrition. So for babies from the moment they were born, if not breastfed, up until 12 years of age. And why this now links to side streams is that all of these applications, as you could imagine, ask for highly purified products, typically also highly purified proteins. So the production of all these products starts from milk, but typically in purifying them, some of the original milk ingredients remain, and after taking out all these ingredients end up in side streams. And then that is, I think, a bit the bridge to...
Yes, that's a nice bridge to our current, most concrete challenge, which we would like to briefly address during this meeting. That is delactose permeate, and actually this is already a result of upcycling that started decades ago when we made cheese and we had whey, where whey typically went to feed application. But now that is highly purified to yield high quality proteins and also high quality lactose that can be used in infant nutrition, sports nutrition, as Suzanne just mentioned. But in the end, every time you take out protein, you take out lactose, part of the ingredients originating from milk remain, and this is the delactose permeate. This is a side stream with an interesting composition, about 40 to 60% lactose, with remaining components being mainly minerals and organic acids. And I think with these side streams, we believe they have the potential to be transformed into value-added ingredients products for existing or novel applications. Currently, this is used already in food applications, but also in feed, but also some cannot find their way to food and feed applications. So we think, hey, there are interesting minerals, there's good quality lactose in there. What can we do more? And some ideas are that you can go to food ingredients, feed, animal feed, but also agricultural fertilizer, maybe feed for fermentations, used for production of protein through wastewater surfactants. If you look at the small portions of proteins that are still present, maybe the minerals can be applied in metal treatment, rust removal. There are a lot of ideas, but these need to be worked out further where we see an interesting opportunity. And this is also why we entered this upcycling community, looking at what we are really looking for. Is we believe that innovation you do together. We're looking for partners for share exploration on new outlets, new innovations, how we can maybe upcycle these side streams to improve the circularity. So what we bring in, for this case, it's mainly these side streams, high lactose with minerals. We also have more expertise in ingredient processing with facilities, analytical lab, pilot capabilities. And I think if you do this in a partnership, we can indeed, depending on the way of working, we can indeed see how we can share our expertise and together look into a solution for these side streams. So that's briefly what we wanted to share today. I'm not sure if there are already specific questions based on this introduction.
First of all, thank you so much for this introduction, and I think also super concrete scope that you have also for the side stream that you are describing. Good to take a look around in our virtual audience. Are there partners already have some questions? Yes, Noah.
Yes, I have a question. Thanks for the interesting presentation. If I look to the ingredients, you look then more to the nutritional values of the side stream, but do you also look to more the functional aspects of the side streams, or is it purely now to the nutritional values?
What do you mean with the functional? Can you give an example?
In terms of emulsifying properties, or are there certain functionalities connected to the side streams now at this moment, viscosity increase or?
No, I think it's currently a big part is I think nutritional, but I think there is still some protein left. This could be beneficial if you look at maybe emulsifying. So I think it's mainly currently nutritional, or really looking at specific minerals, like for example, there's phosphate present. Can you maybe take out phosphate and apply that as fertilizer? So that's, I think, more on the nutritional side. I'm not sure if you.
No, remembering your company introduction profile, hearing about pectins, etc. Those are not the classic type of sugars we have in these streams. But I would like to add well, exploring this topic is quite new for us. So if it becomes relevant to map these aspects of the streams better in future, let's dive into that. But we don't have the classic functional ingredients in these streams.
Exactly. So it is just for my interest, and I know from our ingredients and how it develops is also we focus on functional in the beginning, but also on nutritional aspects. So pectin for lowering the LDL cholesterol or for the digestion and fibers. And you need to bring in these days also more and more into your basket to bring added value to the food companies. So not only nutritional, but also take a look to the functional aspects. So that's a learning from our side.
Yeah, good addition.
Thanks for sharing.
I see another question also from Devanand.
Yes, my question is that can you give some idea about the volumes that you are talking about?
Yeah, the volumes are quite big. I cannot share the exact volumes, but it's really because it's really the end of our processes. We have several cheese factories. In the end, the volumes are really significant. But at this moment, really sharing volumes is I cannot do that right now, I think. Is it concrete for some ideas you have in mind that you need more specifics on that, or?
Well, we are involved in design and engineering and management of industrial scale manufacturing sites. I mean, we do from startup till the largest multinationals, including Friesland Campina, of course, on the manufacturing side. So I think the list of transformation you mentioned, we may have in potential interested parties in there.
Yeah, that could be good. Would be good maybe to follow up, and also with respect to the volumes, we have different side streams, and they here and there are slightly different compositions. So we need to be checked what is the application.
Okay, I think we can take this again a time online, offline. We can make a deal.
Thanks.
First connection made. Yeah, great. Perfect. Thank you for your contribution, and of course, welcome in the community. From our side, we also have some small updates in relation to the Upcycling Community Program. In June, the 17th of June, there is an opportunity to meet each other live on location at the site of our partner Kiko in The Hague. And the whole day will be about product development. We have always a specific focus, specific topic in mind when we come together with community partners. And it's actually built upon all previous interactions around the position paper, but of course also the Upcycled for Food initiative that's in the starting phase right now. And we think it's super concrete and tangible to really work together during that day, but also with the professional support of a culinary chef, Jacinta Vos, an expert in product development, to really be surprised by all the different type of applications that you can make of the ingredients of partners of the upcycling community. So the objective of the day is that we have a blind tasting of products developed by culinary chef Jacinta Vos, based on ingredients of all of you and of course all other upcycling community partners that we reached out to. And it's still possible to submit your upcycled ingredients. Curious to hear. Yeah, I think in this meeting, not all ingredient producers are present, but we already received, I think now about 10 ingredients or something. Yeah. There is still room for more. So please submit your ideas. And also for those of you who are more on the raw materials side of the supply chain, and of course the more the B2C side of the supply chain, we really think it's super interesting to contribute to the brainstorming and breakout sessions, because we expect a lot of insights in relation to upcycled food products that will be generated by the chef, but also the other partners, of course, present during that day. And it's of course also a great opportunity to have more personal networking with each other. So we have also plenty of time to talk to each other and to get to know each other more. Via the QR, you can find the Eventbrite registration form. Please let us know if you can participate, and also if you can still contribute to that. And we, of course, hope to see you all in person then, the 17th of June, because once every half year we have such a moment to have an on-location meeting with all community partners. So it would be great if we could be all there to work on the collaboration and the connections within our community. Yeah, and I think that's also a nice bridge to one of our new partners, Monica Odell, because you will be probably there, right, Monica?
I will be there. And yeah, I'm actually a product formulator my whole life. So this is a good segue into it and a good opportunity to meet everyone. All right, let me share my slides here. Let me get them. There we are. And then slideshow. All right, you can all see me? Or the slides at least? Okay, great. So I am, Monica Odell, the co-founder and chief scientific officer of Pixelate Powders. As I mentioned, we actually come from pharmaceutical origins. So my background is in pharma, where my PhD focused on different technologies to enhance water solubility and control drug release profiles. So this idea was born over 10 years ago. I've actually moved from pharma into several other traditional consumer packaged good industry markets. But basically what we focus on is taking any ingredient that's sticky, hard to handle, basically, which is a pain in the manufacturing or difficult to process or water insoluble, easy evaporation. So we turn that and capture that into free-flowing powder. And so our name comes from, pixelate is usually for like software, like, so we take it where we're pixelating flavor and aroma into finer, richer, more tailored design type of particles. And so the logo shows that we actually extend the shelf life with the time clock. And then we save time with manufacturing. And then the infinity symbol indicates we actually have a lot of different platforms that we can jump off of. And so it's been a little bit of a blessing and curse in terms of where to go. We're quite a new company. So here are some of the examples in the food application. So I put the upcycle waste first and foremost here in this example. And I'm actually here because this is the biggest gap in my knowledge in terms of where the technology can benefit this area. Sustainability is a big focus of the company. Our process is eco-friendly. We don't use solvents, rarely any heat, and definitely not water. And so this is an area where we're focusing on really driving the production and saving and improving our eco impact. But there's all these different nuances. I focused a lot on how we can protect volatile ingredients from baking. So the flavor and aroma only comes out after the consumer takes the product. Playing a little with the drug release effects. So if you do fast release or an 8-hour controlled release, doing that instead of drugs, we do with flavors, and so on and so forth. Like I mentioned, we are quite new. Even though the technology, I've been working on it for over a decade. The concept of really forming this company started late in 23. I spent all of last year just figuring out which areas where the technology could go, and food is actually our first and primary focus, but we have customers in other areas such as beauty and smoking cessation. So we were on a good track, focusing on some, establishing the groundwork. Unfortunately, my husband and I, who are both co-founders, we lost our home and our lab in the California wildfires in January. So that set us back a little bit, but it also sort of forced us to come together in the team to get their processes in place. So we had to accelerated our growth much faster. So definitely I'll be, as I mentioned, I'll be in the Netherlands, actually landing in a week from now. The purpose of that is we are going to establish a BV. Eventually, I will relocate over to the Netherlands. We have a pharmaceutical partnership going where we're going to start testing out some of these concepts, but really the goal is to move more towards the food in the Wageningen area, because again, this is definitely a new industry area for me. A little bit about our team. As I mentioned, I've been formulator my whole life. I've lived actually in 4 European countries and worked across 4 different industries. So I've been, but always with the interest in product formulation. I've been a founder before. I ran a product development consultancy before I decided to create Pixlate powders. Through this consultancy, I met my husband, where we worked quite well together, and so we did a number of work collaborations before we started this brand. And then our CEO, he's based in the UK. He's actually my former boss, so he exited his company. I asked, "Do you want to come on board and lead this? I prefer to be in the science." And then we have a COO who I met here in New Mexico, where I'm calling you from. And then our scientific advisor is also my 20-year scientific mentor. So we come with a pretty strong experience and international background. And then a little bit about us in terms of we're connecting because, well, like I said, there's a lot for me to learn. I admittedly want to just absorb as much information about the food industry and specifically around the upcycling challenges, connect with you all to see what are some of those waste streams that I can incorporate and put into not only food products, but even other products. I know Michael mentioned the coffee ground waste example. I'm thinking, oh, that could be in a beauty product or anti-cellulite. So there's many areas that I'm thinking about to take these food waste streams and putting them not only in food products. And then areas that I can support very much around any sort of water solubility, mixing challenges, come from a lot of particle design engineering. So if you're dealing with clumpy flow, call me and then you give me some of your samples, and that's how I would see a nice collaboration to start. And like I said, I'm just here to learn and see where this technology can best fit and really drive the sustainability.
Thank you so much, Monica, for this great explanation of what you do and also the background of where you come from and your open mind to connect with others. I can imagine that there are partners who want to explore further questions. Is there anyone right now to already share this question? Maybe also nice to make a link to you, Marie-Claire. You're new in this call, or you joined later, to introduce yourself as well. Oh, you're muted still.
Yes, I joined a bit later. We joined the Upcycling community, I think already like almost 2 years ago. And we are an upcycling company with an own production facility of coffee byproducts. So we upcycle off-spec coffee beans that are discarded from coffee roasteries and spent coffee grounds that we transform into new ingredients. So we have food grade coffee oil, cosmetic grade coffee oil, coffee blocks, indeed for cosmetic exfoliating scrubs, but also to use in biomaterials. And we also have a product on the shelf, which is a coffee colorant, where we can dye textiles with or print on paper. So we have a lot of broad product portfolio. But we're already in production here in Amsterdam, the Netherlands.
Yeah, great. Thank you. And indeed, all the links based on the material already made right now. So wonderful. Thank you, Monica, for your.
And we're also part in I just uploaded the coffee oil for the food blind testing.
Yeah, I just saw your email.
Cool.
That's great news coming in. We're really looking forward. Nice.
Then we can experiment with it for the 17th of June, right?
Yes.
Thank
Great.
you. Wonderful.
I think we also have Brody Traynor, who just joined us a bit later. If you'd like to introduce yourself quickly. Oh, you're from Food Island.
Hey, it's actually Michael from Food Island. We had some technical difficulties, had to get on a new computer. Yeah.
All right. Well, you're still very welcome to join, and thanks. All right. Yeah, I think at this stage we can maybe move to Liliana. If you'd like to share your screen.
Sure. I would like to do that.
Great.
Let me see. Can you see my screen?
We can. Thanks.
Great. So, yes, sorry, I was not able to translate this into English, so it will be in Dutch. And I will do my best English accent I can afford, even though I come from Colombia, so it's Spanish, my language. So we are the Carbon Zero Club. I represent, we are now 4 colleagues, and we call us a club because we bring together more than 20 companies or also experts, intrinsically motivated experts into reducing carbon footprint in industries, mainly in the food and beverage industry. So that is why we call us. We help companies to and their employees inside to reduce their costs and CO2 emissions. That is basically what we do. We focus there is because the greenhouse effect is created by CO2 by 76%, and it is mainly because of industry and agriculture. So we said we are going to focus there. And we started in 2021. My background is operational excellence, which means it has several names in the industry. It's called TPM, Lean, Six Sigma. It has all names, but in summary, it's about continuously improving processes. And well, when I said I became a mom, and then I was worried about the future of my children and what are they going to eat if we just keep using the planet as we use. Then I said, okay, I want to use operational excellence to get into action because the technology is there. We just need to do. And that is what we've been doing since then. And so we have been able to produce results on CO2, electricity, and gas usage consumption, and also in waste, mainly in the food sector. And so basically when we come inside, we see this, for example, this picture that is used to be from one of our clients that they package boxes with food so people can use them at home. And mainly they're quite, yeah, not all of it, but there's a lot of good things that you can still eat, which is thrown away regularly. But then we come inside another company, and then we look at this. And I don't know if you can see something from this picture. What do you see?
Bread
Like
slices.
it falls under it, or
Yes, there's bread slices. So this is we're making here a pizza bread.
Oh.
Okay.
From using a specific size frame, or is it, or are you showing us the waste that comes out at the bottom?
So what we see here is waste. So it's pizza bread in a huge pile of oil. And besides that, we also see like old motors and also a lot of here slangs. I don't know how you say it, but things where the compressed air is there, and there's a lot of waste. And that is what we love, is to see where is the waste and how we can reduce it. And we are able to reduce the waste by 50%. Energy between 5 to 20%, and transportation also by 20%. Because and in that way we can we can give more value to our clients, because we believe that sustainability doesn't have to cost money, but we can save from it. And why I joined the Food Valley is mainly because if we cannot reduce this, then it is sent to make biogas, or it is sent to the feed industry for the animals. And then I'm like, okay, I want to create more value to my clients. So how can we upcycle these? How can I help him or her to upcycle these so they can create more value? Or how I can help procurement use other ingredients, upcycled ingredients, into their products and give there a priority. So that is basically why I'm here. And this is one of the example of this pizza, where they make this pizza breads. So they had a huge problem. They had 8% of waste, which represented 30,000 euros per week. And it was a lot of effort from the people working on it. And then just doing some really low cost actions, we were able to reduce that by 50% then within 12 weeks with 7 people. And not only by reducing the amount of material that it was being wasted every week, but also making it more efficiently for the employees, we were able to save 2 million euros per year. And I'm a believer that first we need to reduce the waste and then upcycle it. So that is where I don't know if that can like be a thing, because of course we want to upcycle as much as possible, but we need to first reduce, and that is what we want to also offer here. So we can help also reduce first all the side streams before upcycling. But would it be okay for this community? I don't know. So basically, so we are the co-founders. This is Anneke, this is my colleague. And we would like to collaborate firstly by presenting to our current clients, saying, okay, you have this waste, we are not able to reduce it, how we can upcycle it, and then bring it to the Food Valley to see, okay, how can we upcycle it with all your knowledge, and then bring all the ingredients that are already upcycled into their portfolio. That is the first collaboration we see here. So I'm really looking forward for this.
Nice. Thanks a lot for presenting this, Liliana. And I think we do really align on this vision of waste should first and foremost be reduced, avoided, and whatever is unavoidable, that's where we come in and want to upcycle it. So I think, at least from our Food Valley perspective, we do have a shared vision here, and I think most partners in this community also share this. Thanks a lot for sharing that. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to see what kind of solutions different partners in our community can bring, so that we can work together also with your clients and maybe make the upcycling of remaining waste more of a standard.
Yes. So I was wondering,
prioritized.
for example, for the 17th of June, would it be possible for me to bring a client so he can experience this? Because he's sending everything to the to making biogas. So I'm saying, like, no, they make plant-based oils. So
yeah, I think this is something we can look into, definitely. Let's connect offline maybe, but it sounds like a nice opportunity. Yeah. Thanks for bringing this up. I don't know if there are questions at this point in the audience. But the pizza bread example you shared was really insightful. Thanks. Yeah, I think it's a nice case to show what we're able to do. If at this stage there is no further question, I think we can give the word quite shortly to first Sebastian from Bakkersgrondstof. You mentioned during your introduction an organizational change. Maybe you can briefly mention what that is. And also, I think you just took up a new role, a new exciting role that you could maybe also share with us. I see the time is running out, so maybe quite briefly, if that's fine for you.
Yeah, I will do so. We once were a hub where, after companies did the work Liliane told to them, they carried that out. We have, unfortunately, a leftover stream, and then we made that into bread leftover stream into powder and sourdough, and then it went back to the bakery to make new bread out of it. This initiative went bankrupt. I'm not going to tell everything what happened, but that's unfortunately. And now, and I will share, we, I don't know if it works. And now we are collaborating with a machine builder to develop a new machine that is can be put into the line of the production line of the baker that makes this sourdough on itself. So we went from upcycling company that was carrying out the work to a machine selling company who gives advices and is selling machines to the bakers all over the world. So that's the pivot we made.
Really inspiring, really nice. Wow, what a rebound. How is that doing nowadays? I think you started just recently, but what what updates can you share?
I don't know. Do you see the presentation?
Yeah, just this. Yeah, we see this slide.
So this
oh yeah,
this is the new machine that is developed by the machine company, and
nice.
now we are standing on the. It's on the IBA. It's at the end of the month. It's the biggest bakery exhibition in the world, and we are now going to sell this machine worldwide.
Wow.
So it's from the Netherlands to worldwide.
Wow, great.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, and if I understand correctly, that machine then dries, mills leftover bread
Ferments,
powder,
dries, mills, and then it can be
Okay.
used in to produce new bread again.
Yeah.
And
Very
it will
nice.
be this company is already producing bakery lines, and now this will be a part of the bakery line.
Integrated. Perfect.
Yeah. And it is often quite difficult if something. So the slices of bread I recognized in the previous slide from Liliane. But it is quite difficult for a lot of companies to avoid this. And then when it goes wrong, it really goes big time wrong. And therefore this machine is developed to dry it so you can store it and easily rework it.
Very nice. And maybe you'd like to briefly mention a new role you took up recently. I think it's a nice update for the community.
Yeah, my new role is actually by first we did produce this, and I was a circular value chain manager, but now we are more moving towards consultancy and moving more towards selling this machine. Is that what you mentioned?
In addition, I think also your role in this
ISO food loss and waste.
Sorry, I did not.
Yeah, the ISO International Standard Organization has a how you call it, a technical committee about developing a food loss and waste norm. So I am participating in that in that food loss and waste norm.
Very valuable.
Yeah.
And it was also once earlier, I think, in one of the acceleration sessions of the upcycling community, a topic, how to work on a standard for upcycling solutions, but indeed, of course, also measuring food losses and waste. So it would be super valuable if, once in a while, possibly what you can share could share also in the community. That's I think of value for the wider group.
Yeah.
And maybe we can contribute to your role there with the community.
Yeah.
It's best is that's a two-way thing, not a one-way thing.
No,
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's stay in touch about that. Thank you,
Okay.
Sebastian. Great.
Thank you. That was it.
Thanks.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, we also had another update from Donand around, you actually introduced yourself with a new company name. Maybe you'd like to explain a bit more behind it, because maybe most partners in this community knew you from Uticon, which is now, I'll let you tell more about it.
Yes, thank you. So as Uticon, we are specialized in the food industry, food, feed, and affiliated industry, design engineering. At Royal Haskoning, I'm working as Global Business Development Manager related to food and industrial investment consultancy. But Royal Haskoning is not only a large company with presence in 60 countries around the world, but we do also a lot in scale up of technology. Because in our experience, a lot of new and good ideas are not developed because the initiatives, the one with the initiative, let's say the founders, basically don't have a proper understanding of how to commercialize a process. So we have challenges like how to put the idea, convert the idea into a semi-industrial production. It's a total different ball game than what you have invented in a small laboratory. We assist in that. But it's also like, I heard a lot of good ideas. For example, we just heard about that to have consistency in supply, consistency in functionality. So it requires sometimes in between steps to make sure that a good idea results also into sustainable production of products, whether on large or small volume scales. We also work on biotechnology parks, for example, around the world. So we have our friends from Canada. We could help, we could design this type of and implement these type of hubs. And we do a lot of work in alternative proteins and other type of sections. So I think what our colleagues from Friesland Campina have, we may have parties that could be interested in their type of products. What we do others is a lot on new development, at least if you ask me, around the world, is biopolymers, and especially polylactic acid products that aims actually to replace the plastic bottles that we generally know to use. So we may come back to a time that you can drink your water, just throw your bottle outside from your car, and it will become a fertilizer for the plants around. I'm exaggerating. So that's what in a nutshell I want to say. But I had also a question to Sebastian. So Sebastian, this reprocessed bread, what you have, will it have the similar comparable type of gluten network in development of the dough?
No, it is only possible to enter maximum 10 to 15% in a new.
Okay, so it's more a filler than a gluten make.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you make sourdough out of it, it is more tasty. Your crumb is getting softer. Your crust is getting better. So that's for 10 to 50% you can use this to do it this way. But you can make out of 100% out of this product, you can't make bread.
Okay, yeah. Yes, thank you.
But we learned from the presentation of Liliana that 8% is only wasted, so it will fit.
Yes, for sure.
Perfect.
For sure. Yeah.
All right. Thanks. Yeah, I think at this point I see we're over time already. So we'll just very briefly share that, of course, we have this event, 17th of June coming up. Mark your agendas and please register. We'll also share the link. I think it's already in the chat.
There. Yes,
Perfect.
and we also would like to recommend you to add your partner slide for the partner booklet. There is also the link for the template in the chat right now. Many of the new partners did, of course, and I think also various of our existing partners did, but it would be really nice if we would have this booklet complete during the 17th of June, that you can also get to know each other much better, and that you know, okay, this is what the other partner wants to bring or wants to get. And yeah, that really is also a really good conversation starter. So having said that, a lot of thanks to all new partners presented today. We recorded this meeting and we will also upload your slides to the knowledge base at platform Foodleap, so that also later on people can read through your introductions. Thank you. Oh, wait,
Yes,
nice comment of Stefan.
Thank you.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Nice
you,
to meet you all.
everybody, and
Good
hope to see
evening.
you
Have a
all
good evening
soon in
still.
person. Bye-bye.
Bye.